Are you ready?
Now I am.
Let's go.
Hi, I'm Linnetta.
And I'm Patrick.
And we are co-founders of
Vertical Connections Inc.
So glad to be back with you all again.
Yes, thank you for being here. Thank you for liking our videos.
Thank you for sharing our videos.
And thank you for subscribing.
Yes.
You've helped us get to our first plateau of 250.
Yay.
Yes, and we can't wait to get to 1,000.
We look forward to getting to 1,000.
Oh,
yes.
Looking forward to it.
Mm-hmm. What are we talking about today, dear?
We are talking about, well, I just thought I would share a little bit about what my dad used to share with me as I was growing up. He's been gone since 2013. And so over these years, you know, you have time to reflect and reminisce and cherish the moments that got you to where you are today. And I mean, I was very blessed to have two wonderful parents that believed in God and shared that with our family. And along the way, he shared some different little, I think my wife calls them nuggets.
Yes.
Anyway, something to chew on.
Absolutely.
And within those little nuggets, one of the things he would tell me was, don't be part of the problem, be part of the solution.
Oh, those kind of parents.
Mm-hmm. Ones that care.
Yes, definitely.
And it was not a situation in which he was hoping I would do something. He was telling me to do something.
Strong expectations.
Absolutely. If it needs fixing, fix it.
Okay.
Another thing he would tell me is, when I was ready, he would talk to me. And I sometimes just struggle with, what did he mean by that?
Because when I hear you say it, I'm thinking he would talk to you like your dad would talk to you, but it sounded like he was talking to you, so that wasn't it?
No, he was talking about the good Lord.
Oh.
And letting me know that when my heart was right and I was prepared and could handle it, he would come and talk to me. And he has talked to me. He's been with us. You've gotten to see a little bit about the baptism, my accepting of Christ in my life, and the salvation that comes with that.
Daily change.
And we know that when we repent, we're saved, and we daily repent.
Yes, and daily made new.
Absolutely.
Refreshed in his word. Oh,
yeah.
Excellent, yes.
Yeah, and so when I was reminiscing about that, some of the little things that came up besides the first one was, and the second one.
Number 3.
Yes, that's the one we're looking for. Number 3 was, out on the farm, we had a lot of time, and we would have to walk to and from. We didn't have a Gator. We didn't have a 3-wheel Honda. We didn't have any of those fancy things that some kids had.
Did you have a horse?
We did have a horse, but he was at the other farm.
Oh.
He was across the way.
So y'all had to walk.
Yes, and anyway, on our walk, there'd be times when we would see a nail on the ground, and he would look at me and tell me, if you got time to step over that nail, you got time to pick that up.
Oh, all righty then.
Yeah, and I thought he nailed it.
Very clever, Patrick. Very
yes,
clever.
And I mean, in honesty, though, you think about it. If you take the time to pick that up, how much time are you going to save later on?
Right.
And others
and
as
that
well.
Happens. I can see that with today when trash is on the ground. When you're at school, for example.
Right.
And there's some stuff on the ground, and I'm like, why didn't you just walk over there? That was just right there. I didn't put it down there. And that's the mindset of a lot of people. They didn't put it down there. They didn't cause it to happen, so why pick it up? And so I would say, the easiest thing to do is just get a clean tissue, because I'm a little particular about what I touch. Get a clean tissue or something, and pick it up and put it in the trash. That helps our school look better. That helps our streets look better.
Yes.
To put it in the right place.
Well, and I even was more perplexed when I would see other adults who would just step over it, and I was thinking, what an opportunity that was missed by them, but I love to take advantage of, because I would go and pick it up, and I didn't need a clean Kleenex. I would just grab it.
Farm boy.
Right. But I just thought if I took time to show the kids that I was good enough to pick it up, they could probably do it. And it would be amazing to see how kids would eventually, days down the road, they would actually get out of a straight line and go pick it up.
Yes, they don't mind bragging about it and bringing it to your attention, which also brings it to the other kids' attention as well. So it's all good.
Yes. And speaking of those straight lines, one of the other things, the last thing that I'll share, was my dad always helped me with how do you make a straight line when you're mowing?
Please do share because you do an excellent job, and I'm always wondering.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
He would always tell me it went back to when they were planting or at planting time, and to make your rows straight, you had to look way out in front. And out in front, you'd find a point and you'd focus on that point, and then you would continue to strive for that point until you got to the end. And when you were done, lo and behold, you'd have these nice straight lines. And let me tell you, those lines that I've been mowing have been pretty sweet.
They have been very much. I wonder if I should apply that to when I'm vacuuming.
Ooh.
Most likely not, because I'm not that particular about the straight lines. I just want the carpet cleaned up.
Oh my goodness, yes you do.
But that's something to keep in mind.
Yeah, maybe. So other times in our lives where having a straight line comes into play or is beneficial.
And I must say, straight lines, they have a place. They have a time and a place. They're not for everything, because if everything was straight, we wouldn't have circles.
Oh, I agree. And also some of the artwork that we have.
Oh, man. Beautiful.
Some of the most prolific and artistic is with few straight lines at times.
Yes, yeah.
But there are times we need to have those straight lines.
Mm-hmm. Yes. How about when one is building foundations?
Oh.
A builder? We were just talking to a couple of our friends.
Yes.
They were explaining to us, because this is their expertise,
Yeah.
that if the grounding is off, then everything else shifts. Everything else is off.
Yeah. They call that the footprint.
Mm-hmm.
And the footprint is what you put down first as you're building the house or building. And it was so cool because we, didn't even think of it, or I didn't think of it anyway. How important is that? And when you're in construction and you're the person that has to then take care of the inside of that building that has already had the foundation laid, it is extremely important that people take care in their
measurements. Yeah, because when we put the walls, then the walls, he said, would be a couple of inches off, and it just throws everything off. I never thought about that.
No.
So yeah, straight lines, very good. How about straight lines when you're driving?
I appreciate it when people drive in straight lines, or at least stay in their own lane.
Yes, for sure. I always think it's interesting when a motorcycle rider is going crooked, and he's in his lane, but sometimes it's like, swerving. Right? Sometimes you just want to, I'm thinking, okay, things that could happen, to avoid certain things, know. So yeah, straight lines.
Yes. And I just think that if we stay disciplined and we toe the line rather than going over the line and having to suffer the consequences from that, we are going to be much better off.
So using common sense.
Ooh, yes. Making sure that it doesn't affect others in a negative way.
Yes. Very good. Very good. Thank you for sharing such good nuggets.
Absolutely. Thanks for chewing with me.
Are you ready, sir?
Are you ready?
Let's
go.
See you next time.
Bye.